mathematics. Right, quick question. How are you feeling? I expect you have a mixture of emotions, sometimes feeling really excited about the big move to secondary school, and sometimes perhaps feeling a bit apprehensive.
Some of you are going to be going to secondary school with people from your class at primary school. And some of you are going to be the only one going from your school to your secondary school. And you need to know it's going to be okay. You will make lots of new friends.
We may have visited you in your primary schools for lessons, clubs or assemblies, and you may see us in your secondary schools, so come and say hello.
We've been chatting to some Year 7s about how they felt when they were in your position. Here's a quick quiz to see if you can guess what they said.
Pretty obvious, most of those, weren't they? I expect lots of people are giving you advice. I thought the Year 7's advice was really good. But here are some teachers from schools in the Northwest giving their advice too. We asked them to say one thing, and you'll see that some of them found sticking to saying just one thing a little bit too difficult.
Hello, Year 6. Moving on to secondary school, big school. Hello, my name is Mr. Hartley. I'm the head of year for Year 7 at Dalham High School. And my one piece of advice is don't panic. Come prepared to meet new friends and have new opportunities. Enjoy your summer. Take care.
My advice for Year 6s would be always try and be the best version of you.
Hi Year 6s, good to see you all. My one piece of advice for secondary school is to enjoy it. Oh, I'm going to come up with more than one now. Enjoy it, work hard and just grab every opportunity that comes your way. Everyone knows that you might be a bit nervous, but you'll absolutely have a brilliant time. Enjoy it all. Bye.
Starting secondary school is a new chapter in your book of life. Approach it with an open mind. Embrace new relationships. Try new activities. Try to find the new you. But be brave and courageous. You can do it.
Hello Year 6. Hope you're all excited about the move to your new school this summer. When you get there, try not to compare yourself with your new friends too much. God made you to be unique with all your skills and talents. There's no one like you. Be the best version of yourself and remember, Jesus will be with you all the way.
Hello Year 6. You have developed many wonderful values during your time at St Wilfrid's. My advice to you is hold on to these values, take them with you and be true to yourself. And remember, if you're feeling a little bit nervous, everybody else in your class is new too.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Hicks from St. Mark's in Natland, and I just wanted to wish you all the best as you move on to secondary school. A reminder to always be yourself, and remember this, God made you an original, so don't be a copy. God bless.
Hello Year 6. If I were to give you one piece of advice about moving on to secondary school, it would be to make the most of every opportunity, get involved, join new clubs, and that's where you will meet new friends.
So if you had to pick one piece of advice now to remember, what would it be? Let's take a minute now to chat with someone nearby and see what you think is important. Maybe you'll have other things to add that haven't been said already.
When we come to visit your school, we usually bring something from the Bible.
And today is no different. We thought we'd have a look at the story of Joseph. I'm sure many of you already know about him.
Joseph's life had lots of ups and downs. I really hope your lives are nowhere near as eventful.
But the story of Joseph has things it can teach us. Let's have a listen.
Here's Joseph, a young man, whose dreams made him proud. The world was his fairground, his head in a cloud. In one he's a wheat chief, and all of the others are bowing down humbly, and they are his brothers. And in yet another, this dream fills his head. The sun, moon, and stars bow down now instead. His dad doesn't help, he gives him a coat. Now I'm not saying that Joseph's unkind or will gloat, but his many big brothers see this favour to one and agree he's a nightmare and wish he was gone. One day whilst the brothers are working they see young Joseph approaching as smug as can be. They hate him, they loathe him, they wish he was dead. Then a plan starts to fester and form in each head. Let's lose him, let's kill him, pop him down this well, then go back to Jacob our dad and we'll tell him that Joseph was eaten by animals. He'll see the coat which will tear up and think that it's real. But Reuben, the nice one, persuades them to wait. He plans on a rescue before it's too late. But whilst he is thinking and Joe's in the pit, one brother called Judah has a plan that's a hit. He sees men with camels and they're on their way to Egypt to sell stuff. So let's not delay. Sell Joseph, they'll buy him, and we can tell Dad that he's dead. Only drawback, it might make him sad. It's done, Joseph's gone, and when Reuben is told, it's too late to do anything. Joseph is sold. A man lives in Egypt, a captain. He goes to market one day for a bargain and knows when he sees this young Israelite slave up for sale that his wife will be pleased, a gift that won't fail. How much for the servant? I'll take him today. We've got plenty of work for a slave without pay. So Potiphar took him. Poor Joe had become a slave, but refused to let this make him glum. I'll trust in my God, and so God was with Joe. His work was fantastic, and blessings would flow to Joseph, the house, and in all that he led. Success as a servant, he lifted his head. But Mrs. P noticed she liked this young man, sadly becoming his number one fan. But her constant attention made Joe feel uneasy. When Mrs. P flirted, it made him feel queasy. She couldn't persuade him to flirt with her too, so her mood changed and Mrs. P knew what to do. She lied about Joseph. She told all around he'd attacked her, and Joe knew that he would be found to be guilty, so heartless, no witness to show that she lied, and so prison is where he would go. But even in prison, God's blessings were large. He was liked and promoted, and now put in charge of the prison and prisoners, even 2 chaps who worked for the Pharaoh until some mishaps led them to prison, where both had been dreaming. They asked wise young Joseph to give them a meaning. God gave Joe the meaning. Now one man left jail, and promised Joe he'd get him out without fail. But he failed, out of prison and feeling life's fine. He'd forgotten that Joseph was still doing time. After 2 years of waiting, a new day was dawning. The Pharaoh woke up. God had sent as a warning his 3rd set of dreams, and the man thought of Joe, told the Pharaoh he knew of a man that would know what the dreams had been telling him. So Joe came out and explained, with God's help, what the dreams were about. So Joe became famous. His life became grand. The Pharaoh insisted that throughout the land all people would listen to Joseph and do all that he told them. And Joseph then knew the dreams of the wheat sheaves, the stars, moon and sun, were predictions from God of this life he'd begun. He saved all from famine. His brothers came too, and were shocked when they saw all his dreams had come true.
Joseph had a dream. He had no idea he would end up being so influential.
Joseph kept trusting God through the ups and the downs, and he also kept doing his best.
When he was a slave, he earned the right to be in charge of everything in Potiphar's household.
Even when he was a prisoner, something about the way he was made them put him in charge.
People obviously saw something in Joseph that was trustworthy and dependable. 2 excellent qualities. When you make new friends at high school, you might want to keep that in mind.
If you have any particular worries, please talk to somebody about them. There's probably a simple answer, and maybe others in your class have the same concerns.
And if you have older siblings who have told you lots of stories, you just wait and use your judgment and make your own mind up.
If you have the activity sheets that look like this, you might want to take some time now to fill in your memories, hopes and dreams and some of the good advice you've heard today.